There are a lot of resources you can use as a medical student. Number one is the infamous Anki. I know some people love Anki, some people absolutely hate it. It was the number one reason why I aced my first year of medical school, all the basic sciences. I used it as a way to put all my notes into my own words and put into a flashcard format. I think I probably spent too much time making my own cards, but I don't think I would have aced all these courses in the beginning off the bat if I didn't do that. There's a lot of pros and cons of using Anki, but I feel like it's a really good resource. Okay, number two is Boards and Beyond. I felt like it was very clear. Videos are not very long. You will see basically everything that those videos cover at some point in your medical school career. Best way of learning material was through Boards and Beyond, in my opinion. The next resource is a big one that everybody uses, was UWorld. This one becomes very important for the end of your second year in SGU and getting ready for step 1, step 2, step 3, your shelf exams. It's just the pinnacle of question banks. It can be very hard, but it's a really good resource because their explanations of the topic are great. Now, when I was in school, we had access to USMLE RX. I thought that QBank was awesome. I thought their explanations were actually better than UWorld. The only downside is the questions are a little easier than UWorld or NBME or anything like that. But I think they are a good way to feel confident about the knowledge that you have. It's a really good learning tool rather than just a question bank. For year 3, one of the biggest resources you're gonna use, one of the most helpful, are the NBME exams, okay? This is the company that's going to be giving your shelf exams. So although you may use all these different question banks, UWorld, Amboss, and then you're going on your Anki cards, at the end of the day, the person that's writing the exam is NBME, and they have a very specific way they ask their questions. Sometimes more subtle differences in first line between UWorld and NBME. So I think when you are preparing to take your shelf exams in year 3, which is one of the most important years because you're prepping for step 2, is to learn their style early and take as many practice shelf exams as you can. The last resource that I used that I thought was very helpful is Amboss. Amboss is usually cheaper if you have to purchase any of these QBanks. The questions are harder, but it's really a great resource to look at the same topic, say cardiology, and to see different or more complex questions that are still testing the basic knowledge that you're gonna need. Sometimes on your step exams, the questions may be as hard as how Amboss asks. So it's a good resource to use. Those are all the ones that I thought were really helpful in that order. Now I'm gonna share with you some resources that I tried. I gave them a chance and they just didn't work that well for me. The first one is first aid. Some people absolutely love first aid. I tried so hard to like first aid in the first year. Maybe I touched a little bit on term 4 or term 5. I would try it. I kept coming back to it, but I found that it just didn't go into the detail that you need to know for certain topics. It's very superficial. It doesn't go into great detail. Some of the mnemonics are helpful for some people. I just felt like it was more efficient for me to do like flashcards. They're fast and I can get a lot more information in. Question banks, because they're more active, you have to think about the question rather than just reading a book, okay? For me, it wasn't the most helpful, but some people absolutely loved it. The next one that wasn't very helpful for me, but was very helpful for a lot of people, was Sketchy. Some people love Sketchy. They love the connections between images and stories with medicine, okay? And it helps them memorize some really tough topics. I just did not like it. It just didn't work for me. Boards and Beyond is more direct. It tells you exactly how to think of the material in a clinical mindset, whereas Sketchy is going with cartoons and stories and all these things. At the end of the day, you have to memorize the material, and however you decide to choose how to memorize the material is totally up to you. Whatever you like to do, do it. Sketchy just wasn't my thing. Last one that's very popular in clinical rotations was online med ed. So we had access to this when I was a third year med student during my clinical rotations. I tried so hard to get through his videos. The presenter is a very smart guy. He's so smart. But I just felt like at that point in third year, I just didn't have enough free time or brain bandwidth to go through these long lectures. And in general, active learning is better than passive learning because your brain has to work and you have to figure out how the case is going to be presented to you in a question bank setting. Guys, those are all the resources that I used throughout my med school career. I wish you guys the best of luck on whatever exam you're working on.